Okay, welcome back to another video from DW Gaming here. We've got the new killer, the Robo Karen. I just want to thank all my subscribers and viewers. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. We really do appreciate it here. I'm going to try to see if using her drones in loops is a viable strategy. It probably isn't, since they don't do anything except make the survivors exposed after a certain period of time. Most likely they will just abandon loops. I find the 3-gen strategy to be very boring. I've seen other content creators say that, well, if you use her drones in loops, you can zone them into certain areas. Like, well, big deal. They'll just find another safe loop. I mean, it's not like there's only one safe loop on a map. She has no way of dealing with these loops. Her drones don't do a damn thing. So I'm not sure what these people are on about in terms of using her in a strategic way. There's nothing these drones can do. I mean, see, they're both already injured. So getting them exposed doesn't mean anything because they'd go down anyway. You see me coming and you think it's a good idea to still keep doing that. Okay. So I want to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber and Twitch streamer, Mr. Gims. It's MRGIMMS. I've been watching a lot of his videos recently, and he pretty much feels the same way I do about this killer. And the fact that other people are saying, well, you can use her drones in chase, and it's pretty laughable that they think the drones will help in chase at all. And he's pointing this out as well, so but I can't take credit for the Robo Karen thing. I got that from him. He's a pretty funny guy, so go check out his videos. But I saw apparently in the patch notes, and so thanks to Mr. Gims who pointed this out as well in one of his recent videos. In the patch notes, the screams by survivors are they're no longer map wide, which means out of a certain range, I think it's like 19 meters, you as killer won't hear their scream at all. So the devs have once again shadow nerfed certain perks like Make Your Choice, where Make Your Choice only activates if you're outside a 32 meter range from the hooked survivor when they get unhooked. So they pretty much made the screaming aspect of Make Your Choice useless. Even though it says right in the description of the perk, they'll scream and alert you as to which one unhooked the hooked survivor. So now the only way for Make Your Choice to be useful is if you go outside the 32 meter range, but you won't know who screams. So you go back to the hook not knowing which survivor unhooked the one that just got unhooked. It's so stupid. I really don't know what's going on with these developers. They keep nerfing things on Killer I don't know why I put that there. It's kind of pointless. I saw Dwight, and the first thing I thought, I better put a drone up. I mean, it might help. It's not like he ran away or anything. But yeah, use their drones and the zone them, so right, so they can get to another safe loop. Sure. And once again, he's injured, so him being exposed does nothing for me. These people who think using her drones in chase is a good idea are just... I don't know what they're smoking. So yeah, they indirectly nerf Make Your Choice. I mean, of all... You know, there are other perks that use Survivor Screams, like Deathbound, Dragon's Grip. Those got nerfed. But the big one is Make Your Choice, because you need to know who unhooked the hook survivor in order for the perk to be useful. And the only way you're going to know is if they scream. But if you can't hear their scream outside 19 meters... then the perk is worthless because it won't activate until you're outside of the, until you're 32 meters outside the range of the hooked survivor. So, what are they, of all changes to make to this game, what are they doing? Why are they continuing to nerf anything on killer side and it seems Survivor's not being touched. Survivor's being buffed. They're trying to buff them to Swift levels. I don't know what's going on with these developers. They're just making one lousy decision after another. It's not like Make Your Choice is a terribly oppressive perk either. It has a massive cooldown. Yeah, the fact that I'm winning this match is really has nothing to do with this killer. These survivors seem less than capable of the ones I usually go against, so this is by no means a reflection on the killer or her ability. I mean, these stupid drones don't do anything, so using them in chase is pointless. It's not like the Knight's Guards where they can actually chase survivors and injure them. I thought I heard someone working on a chest down here, or up on the second floor. Is someone down here? I really don't care at this point. She finds Hatch, whatever. You know, it's just a free participation trophy for the survivors, so. But yeah, also the I also saw in one of Mr. Gim's recent videos about the new Red Forest map redesign, and it looks like that they did nothing to address the size issue of Mother's Dwelling. It's still as big as it was. They added a whole bunch of new mist and foliage. It looks more like this map than it does the original Mother's Dwelling, so it's even easier for survivors to hide on it now. And I was also watching a True Talent video. Apparently, they've created a near infinite. If you get the right RNG as Survivor, there's a very strong window loop at main building now. That's almost an infinite. So that's wonderful. But yeah, it looks more like this map now with all the foliage and all the mist than it does the original Mother's Dwelling. And I don't understand why people aren't really picking up on this or saying how great the redesign looks. Who cares about the graphical redesign? They've made it, they haven't addressed the size issue. It's still as big as it was. So it's still problematic for a majority of the killers. And they've made it even more survivor favorable by making it easier for survivors to hide on it now. And apparently they added a infinite at main building. I mean, who the hell cares how it looks graphically? It needs to be balanced. They're not doing that. They really don't seem to understand how this game of theirs works. They think killers can continuously go for individual chases all the time. Like it's a 1v1, v1, v1. And it's like, it's not. I mean, Robo Karen here, she's gonna have a lot of trouble on the Mother's Dwelling because it's so huge. All right, we win, but our drones really did nothing in chase. I mean, there's no point in deploying them at loops. I mean, come on. They're not going to do anything. Oh, he had an instant heal, too. Yeah, nothing too crazy. You had to prove thyself and a resilience. And a toolbox. Look at that walk. Is she a killer or is she a model on a runway? I mean, what? Oh, so sexy.